Let's go ahead and jump into our preview for next week. Week 4, we are going to be taking on the Los Angeles Rams at home. The Rams stole a game from the San Francisco 49ers yesterday. That was quite impressive to watch. They were down 14 two separate times in the second half, one being in the fourth quarter. Yeah. They came back. Matthew Stafford and a bunch of Walmart employees were able to beat. I mean, I'm not lying. I'm not lying to you, Justin. Puka Nakua's hurt. Cooper Kupp's hurt. Aaron Donald's gone. Yeah. I mean, it is. And, he was able to lead them to a win against the 49ers. They're 1-2. We're 1-2. They feel like a different type of 1-2, though. They feel like they're just so decimated by injuries. We feel like we're just dysfunctional on all levels. Talk to me, though. What are going to be the key matchups in this game for the Bears and the Rams?
Honestly, after you said Walmart employees, I'm almost like, who do I compare this? Who am I comparing?
Yeah.
From the Rams
roster-wise, I think we're better.
Yeah, 100%. without the deadly wide receiver duo of Nakua and Cooper Kupp. I mean, yeah, but I honestly the main key matchups are going to be obviously the quarterback, which is going to be Caleb versus Stafford.
Yeah,
I think that'll definitely be. I mean, obviously Stafford has the hardware and the experience, right? But I do think going in that Caleb does have the upper hand of having more offensive weapons on his side. It'll be more about how we use those offensive weapons to be able to win this game. And, obviously, looking at Matthew Stafford's last game against the 49ers, 16 of 25, 221 yards, 1 touchdown. I mean, QBR rating of 64.5, which is, not the greatest. But, I honestly, that's all I got. Because you're right. It is a bunch of Walmart employees against the Chicago Bears. In fact, I think that, I don't want to say I don't know. Like, I want to instill confidence in myself, right?
Yep.
But I don't want to clip myself again for the third time like I did last week.
Be bold. Be bold, man. Be bold. Say what you got to say. Get off your chest.
All right. Well, the Bears should win this game, okay? There should be – I know I'm kind of jumping the gun here.
No, go ahead. Jump the gun. Go ahead.
The Bears, obviously, if this was the Rams for week – no injuries, we have no shot. But I feel like at least weapon-wise, I feel like Jalen Johnson should guard Tutu Atwell, right?
Yeah.
You would hope, right?
You would hope.
You would hope, right? And I just think overall, like, the Rams are beatable. But once again, it's going to depend on what plays we actually call and how we actually use our offense in a great way.
Yeah. Be bold. Say what you're going to say.
Listen, man. The Bears are going to win this, and the Bears are going to win this. I'm going to go 30-15, and hopefully I don't make a mockery of myself by saying that. But we'll see. But enough blabbing about my inaccurate predictions. Mike, what do you have? What do you think that this game's going to look like?
I'm so sorry. I have to completely disagree with you.
That's fine.
No, and it's not you. I love you, Justin. I think the biggest matchup in this game is going to be coaching matchup. Yeah. I think Sean McVay is going to coach circles around Matt Eberflus and this defense. And listen, last week you saw Sean McVay flex his muscles against Kyle Shanahan, one of the best coaches in the NFL. I would say he's top 3. Those guys are both top 3, along with Andy Reid. Flexed his coaching muscle last week. And I think that that's the biggest mismatch for the Bears, because I think personnel-wise, the Bears are better at almost every single position other than quarterback and running back. Kyron Williams had a good day yesterday for the Rams. But wide receiver, the Bears currently are better. Offensive line, both teams kind of don't have good offensive line. They're both – the Rams are beat up, obviously, but the guys they currently have are not very good. Defensively, I think the Bears are talented more on the defensive line, linebackers, and DBs. So, again, personnel-wise, I think the Bears win in most of the categories. Problem is, Matthew Stafford's a great quarterback. Sean McVay is a fantastic head coach. I mean, I can't overstate how well he did yesterday to come back against the 49ers. It was truly tremendous. I think this Bears team is going to crumble against the Rams. I do believe that, because right now, they don't have an identity. They are not a passing team. They're not a rushing team. They're just a team that is trying to figure out how the heck to get yards. And that's a really scary spot to be in. Mm-hmm. Also, I will note that Shane Waldron is a quote-unquote descendant of Sean McVay. He was the Rams passing game coordinator, I believe, for 2 seasons before he became Seattle's offensive coordinator. Obviously, then he jumped to Chicago to be our offensive coordinator. Shane Waldron runs the Sean McVay offense just way worse than Sean McVay does it. Like the same concepts and the same schemes, maybe even the same verbiage. If you don't think Sean McVay is going to have an answer to that and help his defense prepare for the Bears offense,
sure.
I think that you're being a little fictitious. This Rams team, I think they're going to be way better coached. I think that they're going to come out after having a massive win against San Francisco. The Bears are the complete opposite. They had a very disappointing loss to Indianapolis Colts. I think the Rams win this game, Justin. I'm going to say 28-17. I think the Rams put a good old spanking on the Bears on Sunday. And listen, the Bears have not given me a lot of reasons to be confident. I thought, I gave them the benefit of the doubt to a certain degree against Houston because Houston is a really, really good team. But after seeing Houston get spanked yesterday, seeing us falter to the Colts after Anthony Richardson had a bad day, it makes me very nervous for this team. I got to say the Rams win this game 28-17. I do not like the Bears' chances in this game. I think Sean McVay is a complete mismatch. And Matthew Stafford, for as old as he might be, he's still kicking it. And I also want to say one thing on Matthew Stafford. If anybody understands what Caleb Williams is currently going through, it would be Matthew Stafford. Because when Matthew Stafford was the first overall pick, he went to the 0-16 Lions the year prior, became the quarterback, and for several years he kind of just wasted away in Detroit. I mean, it was rough. I mean, yes, he did have Megatron, but his offensive line and his running game were horrible. I mean, I think they went – I want to say they went like 7 or 8 years without having a 100-yard rusher in a game. It was disgusting. So Matthew Stafford gets it. Hopefully Caleb can turn out like Matthew Stafford. Matthew Stafford is, I believe, a Hall of Famer.
Oh, for sure, yeah.
But for me, it's not looking good against. I do appreciate your optimism.
No,
and I hope you're right. I hope I'm the one that looks like a dummy. I really do. But unfortunately, I don't see it. I think the Rams take care of business and they handle the Bears by 11 points.
No, and I think I think that's one thing that I honestly didn't think about, right? Sean McVay is a coaching genius, right? So he will definitely, I guess that is one of the key matchups, right? He'll definitely come out and cook for sure. I have a bonus question for you, and just a real quick one before we end. Do you think, from looking at the first couple of games of the season, do you think we will make the playoffs?
No. Part of that is because we've looked very disappointing offensively, and part of that is because our division looks awesome.
Right.
Green Bay with Malik Willis looks awesome. Sam Darnold and the Lions Sam Darnold and the Vikings look awesome. Vikings defense, give them credit as well. Brian Flores has been putting these guys in the torture chamber so far this year. And then, obviously, the Lions, who were a few plays away from the Super Bowl last year, they look very good as well. I think when you're looking at it, we have the 4th best offense, we have the 4th best coach, and Caleb isn't good enough this season to overcompensate that. Again, you don't see many, if ever, a team be 4th in their division make the playoffs. I'm a lot less confident about the Bears making the playoffs than I was, 3-4 weeks ago.
Yeah, I know. In the first episode, I think I said 10-6. Yeah, we're not going to be 10-6 at all. We're not, and I agree with Mike. I think that overall, we have potential to be great, but we're just not there yet. I think it's going to take some coaching changes. I think it's going to take some offensive line changes for sure.
Yep.
But I agree with Mike. I think this is definitely going to be. We're going to have our ups and downs of what happens this season, right?
Yeah.
But I do think there are better days for the Chicago Bears.
On the bright side, we do have draft capital, though.
Yes,
we do have our first-round pick. We have Carolina's second, which is basically going to be a late first. I hate to say it. Unless they keep playing Andy Dalton.
Yeah.
I mean, come on, dude. Put Bryce back in. Bryce back in.
Yeah.
Let him lose games. Secure the 1 seed, and then we can get your second. But I think that'll about wrap it up. A disappointing game, back-to-back weeks. But there is hope. There is hope to come. I think Caleb showed us a sign. he showed us some signs yesterday. So
no, he definitely did. And that wraps up our show for today. Please follow our socials. We thank each and every one of you for commenting, liking, subscribing, and sharing.
Yes.
Instagram, Bears Talk Today. YouTube, same thing, Bears Talk Today. Twitter, or X, whatever you want to call it, Bears_Talk Today, and our brand new TikTok account, which I just made yesterday, Bears Talk Today. We're more than happy to be able to have this discussion every single week, and we hopefully will not have such a dismal podcast talk like we did today, but
it's just depressing. I want to talk about a win.
Yeah,
I want to talk about a 30-point. We scored 30 points. Defense was good, and we won the game.
Listen.
Preferably against Green Bay too. Maybe that's too much to ask. Maybe we could do that against Green Bay.
Maybe. So Mike said that if Caleb gets 400 yards,
I said 4 touchdowns.
Like he should have.
No. I said the other day when we were eating lunch, I said if Caleb throws for 4 touchdowns in one game, I'll paint my nails live on stream and talk about the game. And you will not find a happier man on planet Earth painting his nails if I have to do it live while Caleb Williams is out there dicing up defenses. And if he does it against Green Bay, oh my gosh, I will be over the moon.
Yeah,
I'll keep him painted too.
Keep him painted? Okay.
Yeah, get orange and blue. What did he do week 1? He did go Bears?
Yeah.
I'll do go Bears. I have no problems with that.
Yeah. So you heard it here first. Caleb, please get 4 touchdowns
please
so I can watch this in real time.
Yeah.
But no, thank you guys so much for watching our show today. Like I said, please like and follow and subscribe for our socials, and we will see you here next week to talk about Bears versus Rams.